anywhere and everywhere she moved. That was always his reaction to her. And I clearly wasn't there 50 years ago when they first met. When she walked into that bar at George Washington University, I'm pretty sure his eyes lit up and they followed her all around that bar, just like they did on his very last days. A love and marriage that lasts that long is rare these days. I didn't see it amongst a lot of my friends, really, but I saw it every day in my home. My parents were married 47 years, and I'm only 33. I asked my parents why they put off having kids for so long, and their response was they were so busy enjoying each other and being in love. That's how long it took before they wanted to bring kids into that love. They were so perfectly matched. If anyone has ever been in a room or a building or even on the same block as my mother, you know she is a force of nature. Dad was quiet and always there to support her. They really, truly complemented each other. There was only one place on earth that my mother and father were not in sync, and that was on the dance floor. He would never say so to my mother's face, but she has 2 left feet. And my father loved to dance, and he was very good at it. My greatest regret is that I will not get a chance to dance with my father at my wedding in October. But my greatest joy is that my father did get a chance to know my fiance and develop a real friendship with him. It took a little warming up at first, mainly because John, my fiance, was a Navy man and not the much preferred Coast Guard officer my parents had always wanted me to settle down with. But very quickly they bonded, and soon Daddy was calling my phone and saying, hello, Chelsea, could I speak to John? And then they would go off on adventures because he had recently stopped driving, and John could never say no to my dad. Daddy would charm John into driving him all over New London, always ending up here at the Coast Guard. Along the way, I may have dated a couple of duds, but in the end, my husband turned out to be very alike my father. The solid, practical, ever-loyal military man. I will really miss my father, the legend, but I will always remember my father, the man, his stories, his warmth, and his love for his friends, his community, his family, his wife. Thank you.